Alrighty. So this is called a killing cone. I've researched a lot of ways to butcher a chicken, and this landed on my favorite one. What actually happens is we put them in upside down, so head comes out this end and feet up on this end, and the pressure of the cone actually keeps them really calm. And part of the reason it's important that they're upside down is you want the blood to be able to drain out. So you hit their carotid artery right in their neck, and that helps them pass out quickly, but then their nervous system takes over. So there will be a lot of movement in the cone. This keeps them relatively stable, and this is a good way to butcher a chicken, because as the nervous system kicks on, that blood is going to pump through all the arteries and veins and go out through where I made the slit, and you're not going to have blood in your meat that way. So this is actually a cleaner way to butcher, just by sliding them in a cone and doing it this way. Processing wise, we do a lot at home, but I also do send them to a processor as well. So the benefit of this is it's less stressful on the animal. There's no transport time. They don't really know it's coming, so that does affect the meat. Processor wise though, we are extremely lucky because there's only 2 USDA certified processors in Ohio and one's in Pleasant Valley. So they have an inspector on site at all times. So if you're more comfortable with a processor doing it, we have one of the best. It's Amish owned, and they're really stand-up people. So immediately after the cones, we come right over here to the scalder. We put a little dish soap and water in here, and that loosens the feathers, and we can go right to the plucker afterwards, and that takes all the feathers off. Right after the plucker, we bring it over to these tables. We'll gut it out, we'll take the legs off, and go ahead and process it. We'll take the head off, and then we'll just throw it right into these vinegar baths. So the first one is a high vinegar ratio. That kind of sanitizes the meat, and then that's also on ice and water. And then the second one is more of a blood bath. We let it sit a little longer to drain all the blood, and then it immediately goes onto ice. So thank you for supporting Pasture Fowler, and I hope that was informative to how they were raised and processed, and thanks again. Processing wise, we do a lot at home. I shouldn't say do.